Well, greetings to you, Messiah Church family. Pastor Tami here. Let me start with this. No, today is not Friday. I'm sending out this video a day early because over the past week, I have heard from so many of you in conversations and emails and text messages asking the same heartfelt question: what more can I do right now? You know, in these very heavy and scary times, that question matters deeply. When so much feels uncertain and overwhelming, doing something, putting our faith into action just feels like the exact right thing to do as followers of Christ. You know, Jesus speaks to this directly in the Gospel of Matthew. He says, "I was hungry and you gave me food to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me a drink. I was naked, you gave me something to wear. And I was a stranger and you welcomed me. Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me." You know, Jesus is reminding us that faith is not just something we believe in our head, it is something that we live out. And it shows up in how we care for our neighbors, especially those who are most vulnerable. That's who Messiah Church has been, and that is who we will continue to be. We're going to continue to lean into supporting our neighbors who are facing food insecurity and housing insecurity. And we're going to show up to build relationships of love and prayer. And we're going to trust that these small, faithful acts can become powerful signs of God's light and hope in the world. But if you are personally feeling called to do more, I want to invite you into a meaningful opportunity tomorrow, Friday, January 23rd. The state of Minnesota is joining together interfaith communities all across the state in a day of prayer and fasting. This is a day to pray, to fast, and to refrain from spending money as an act of faithful witness. Now, there's several ways to be involved. You can engage in your own prayer practices throughout the day. You can fast from eating and fast from spending money. You could also attend a prayer vigil. There's a virtual prayer vigil at 8:30 a.m. That'll be online. There's an in-person prayer vigil at Hamlin United Methodist Church tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. And then there's another one at 7 p.m. at Shiloh Temple in North Minneapolis. Now, if you are someone that wants to put your feet into action, there's a march in downtown Minneapolis at 2 p.m. Now, for more information on all of these events, I encourage you to check out Messiah Church's webpage, our Faith in Action webpage. It lists these opportunities with links to more information, but there's also other ways to express your desire to serve right now. So I'm grateful for those of you who are answering the call to be the light and the hope of Christ in this world right now. All right, let's look forward to Sunday. We're going to be wrapping up our sermon series on Courageous with a message entitled Courage to Be First. And we're going to reflect on how to take the first step forward takes courage, and how to face the evil powers of this world and live honestly as we dare to be extraordinary for God. Now, before I close, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to all of you who made our meal packing event last Sunday so successful. There was such a warm and powerful spirit in the building last week as we worshiped together, and then we packed 15,682 fortified oatmeal packs. Now, each of these packs has 8 servings in them, and they are already being delivered to our very own community partners by some Messiah team members. They're going to IOCP, just across the street from Messiah Church. We're sending some over to Emma Norton Services in St. Paul. We are giving some to an organization called Source, which is a food distribution service that helps our inner city churches and neighbors. And we're putting some on the Totes for Hope food shelves right in the hallways of Messiah Church to support our Bloom community. Messiah Church, together, you are shining the light and the hope of Christ brightly into this hurt and broken world. And I am so grateful for the work that we are doing together right now. All right, I have a message to write for Sunday morning. So please stay warm, please stay safe. And I look forward to gathering with you in warm community, whether that's in person or online, as we come together Sunday morning to worship our powerful God who is and will be and always has been at work in this world. All right, take care and God bless.